Hello guys and welcome back to the crew Wildrun. If you saw my previous video, we were ranking all cars in full stock. So the next step is street specs, I guess. So I have been doing the same as I've been doing in the full stock. I have tested them all on a run on a free drive challenge. Few conclusions you can get to here is that the SUVs, pickup trucks, which were kinda heavy, underpowered in the full stock, and they were sorta at the bottom of the ranking. They are now giving some power. They are on top of the ranking. You have the Raptor, you have the Silverado, you have even the Hummer. They're all in the top 10. I will post the full ranking in the description. The slowest of the lots are basically the Camaros, strangely enough. Camaro 2010, Shelby GT 500 1967, and the Camaro 1969. Those are the slowest in this test. Another thing, the difference between the full stocks. The fastest was with a time of 1:35, if I'm not mistaken. The slowest time of over 3 minutes was a big difference, almost double in time. That's not the case here. The top three, which are all bikes, being the KTM, BMW 1200 and the Ducati Monster. Number 4 is the Ford Raptor, and number 5 is the Nissan Skyline. And number 6 is a bike again, being the Indian Scout. So in the top 6 there are 4 bikes, with top 3 all being bikes, so bikes are still OP. If you have to go for the car, I would suggest go for the Skyline or the Raptor. The Raptor is a bit heavy, and this track that I've chosen here is not that twisty, so it's only a second difference or something, so the Skyline probably the better car. If it goes with a track with long straights and something, the Raptor is kind of surprisingly the best here, being the car. So that's sort of the conclusion of the streets. Top 3 I will show as always, but as I said, it's all bikes. Third place, Ducati Monster. What I didn't mention yet is that all these cars and bikes tested have all a score of 1299, and they all have 11 speed bonus parts on it. So number 3, the Ducati. What you will always see me do is the last corner, sort of coming out of the side street towards the finish, I will use a full nitro bar. I have done the same with the cars and the bikes that I used on this track, so all the same. I don't use nitro until the end, till that last part. .147.5 for the Monster. Second place, BMW 1200. .8 for the BMW, which is good enough for a second place in our ranking here. But the slowest car, for instance, has a time of 1:57, so it's only about 10-second difference between the first and the last one. It's not like a minute and a half like it was in the full stocks, but still. First place, KTM. As you can see, it's kinda raining in this run, so this bike is obviously the OP in street spec. Although they did patch them a bit, which means that on twisty tracks you might have a problem keeping up with the OP cars for street spec, being the Raptor and the Skyline and so on. But even in the rain, it's still faster than the whole lot that I tested, so definitely the best. So with time attack, which is not too twisty, you have to use this speed trap. Obviously you have to use this. .46.5, which is still 10 seconds slower than the fastest full stock car on this same track. Now, so as said, I will post the complete ranking. I did the same run with all these cars with the same parts on and all at 12.99 full speed. I am planning to do the same for the dirt and performance and rate and circuit specs, and even for drag drift, although I'm not sure how I'm gonna be able to test the drift cars, compared to each other, but I will figure it out, and also for the Monster. Now, I do not have all dirt cars at 12.99, so it will take a bit of longer. But I will probably create some sort of separate list for this on my channel, being the ranking, and as soon as I have all the dirt tested, I will put that out there as well. And then we move on to the performance and so on. But this for the street spec. KTM bike OP. If you cannot use a bike, then go for the Ford Raptor, Nissan Skyline or Chevrolet Silverado. That's sort of the top 3 of the cars. Surprisingly, also fast, 1967 Impala. And then the Hotrod and the Subaru. That sort of makes the top 10. I will see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.